What's up guys, welcome to Really Good Vlogs. It's our third full day here in Calahonda, and for the first time the sun is cracking its flags. I never filmed really anything yesterday because it was miserable, the weather was miserable, so we stayed in most of the day. We looked for something to do, you know, in rainy weather in the area, and the only thing we could really find that was open, well, said it was open, was the mall called La Cañada by Marbella. It's got loads of shops and, you know, restaurants and stuff like that. So we looked it up. It said it was open, you know, because it was a Sunday yesterday. So a lot of places are shut in Spain on the Sunday because it's still quite a religious, I don't know, they're very religious in Spain, so a lot of things shut down. It's not like back home where everything's still open. So yeah, we went to the mall, but what it failed to tell us on the internet is none of the shops were open. It was only the restaurants that were open. And we went hungry, we'd just been snacking all day, so we weren't ready for dinner yet. So literally we went to the mall and had a coffee. So yeah, it was pretty much boring all yesterday. It was just rainy, miserable, so we just didn't really know what to do. So after the mall, after our coffee in the mall, we went to into Marbella. We thought we'll have to have some dinner out instead of coming back to the villa. While we're out, we may as well go into Marbella. So we went to a little tapas bar and had some tapas. This tapas bar we've been to plenty of times because it's right by where we usually stay in Marbella. But for some reason yesterday I just didn't enjoy what I ate, and it was not like I tried anything new and I didn't like it. It was, you know, all things that I'm used to. I eat tapas quite often when I'm in Spain. But I don't know, I just didn't really enjoy it. And I'm thinking to myself, I wonder if that's because the sun wasn't shining and it wasn't nice, like a nice hot day. You know, it was quite rainy and miserable. I wonder if that affects how you perceive things when you're eating. Because tapas in Spain are, you know, they conjure up images of, you know, sitting outside, the sun shining on you, having a jug of sangria, stuff like that. But when you eat them in the rain, I know we did sit indoors and eat them, but it was still really grey outside, and I think that made me not enjoy the food as much. I know that sounds weird, but I didn't. And like I said, I visit this particular tapas place all the time. So yeah, but it was okay. And then we came back to the villa and just relaxed all night. Yeah, chilled. It was quite funny because the TV in the villa, we got there's like a big widescreen TV in the living room. But on the English channels, we can't get audio description off. So every program we watch has got audio description on. So it's really funny, you know, watching the chase and this random guy explaining to you what's happening. Yeah, but we tried all night to turn it off and we couldn't. So I don't know what's up with that. But hopefully there won't be any more rainy days and we can stay outside and enjoy ourselves instead of sitting in front of the TV. But yeah, like I said, today is a lovely day. The sun is shining, and I think we're going to go to Mijas up in the hills. I've been there before, but my sister, my brother-in-law and my auntie haven't been. Me and my mum and dad have been. We actually went last time. We were in Marbella last year. Yeah, so that's what we've been up to the last few days. Well, it's just, I'm sitting here in the sun now, and it's just amazing to feel sun on my face, because I'm used to travelling quite a lot, you know. A few years ago I was going to Marbella, you know, 4 times a year for a month at a time, because we just loved it that much. We love Spain that much, we love Marbella that much. So yeah, I was visiting here quite a lot, and plus we were going on big holidays to America and places like that. But last year, I basically couldn't travel. At the beginning of the year, we got Fraser, so we had to settle him into the new environment and stuff like that. And then I started the Fight TV campaign, so that took up a lot of my time, doing talks at various events, raising awareness, appearing on TV, all of which I've thoroughly enjoyed, and I'm so glad I done. But it did take up a lot of time. And then I was diagnosed with the cancer, so there was just no time to travel, which is what I enjoy a lot. I really enjoy travelling. So yeah, to sit here, feel the sun on my face, it's just amazing, because yeah, I haven't felt that feeling for so long. So yeah, we'll go to Mijas today and see what the day brings us. I don't know what we're going to do up there. Might have some dinner up there, because there's a few nice restaurants overlooking, like, so Mijas is like on a hill or a mountain. I don't know if you call it a hill or a mountain. Anyway, it's like up in the mountains, but a lot of the restaurants are on the cliffs, so they overlook the coast, and the views are breathtaking. So hopefully we can have a nice meal in one of them, and I might go on a donkey taxi if my mum and dad can get me on one. Don't know how they're going to get me on one, but we'll see. I've always wanted to go on one. Yeah, they have these little donkey taxis that take you all around the village. So you don't sit on the donkey, you sit on a little like cart behind it, and then the donkey pulls you along. It's quite cool. Yeah, so yeah, I'll see you in a bit, and let's see what the day brings us. Hola amigos, so we've just arrived in Mijas, and the first thing we seen was a huge fat ass. As the name goes, Mijas. I didn't think there'd be an ass in Mijas, but there's quite a lot of asses. Sorry, donkeys I mean. But I'm going to try and get on one later. My dad's going to try and lift me on an ass. And me and my little nephew Tommy are going to go for a ride on an ass and see what it's like. No, but we've just arrived at this lovely little restaurant overlooking the coast. The scenery is beautiful, and yeah, basically we're having some good times. We're going to eat, we're going to look at the menu, see what we want to eat, and then we're going to have a little explore around the town. I've seen it all before, but my auntie and my brother-in-law and Gemma haven't seen it, so I'm going to show them around.
And we go with your property.
Oh yeah, and my auntie Margaret's just said she's going to buy me a villa here, invest in a villa. So we'll see what we can get our hands on. See if she can negotiate a good deal. This is my famous Auntie Maggie, who hates being on camera. She loves it sometimes. When she's dressed up and her hair's looking nice. So we've just been to a cafe overlooking the coast to have a bite to eat, because we were all quite hungry. It wasn't that good, to be honest. I know I sound like a real food critic on these vlogs, because all I'm saying is I didn't enjoy the food. And in Spain, you know, it's lovely fresh produce, but the places we've been just haven't really appetized me. They haven't satisfied my cravings. So yeah, it wasn't that good, but it filled a gap. And now we're just having an explore around the town. But something quite funny happened then. We were coming out the cafe into the main square, and the next minute a group of about 8 Chinese tourists or Asian tourists stopped Kieran and little Tommy because they wanted a picture with the baby, and they were literally all gathered around my brother-in-law Kieran and the baby. I was like, what the heck's happening? But yeah, obviously they thought something was cute about him. He is a cute baby, but it was just funny seeing all these Chinese tourists wanting to cuddle him and take pictures of him. Maybe it was the blonde hair and the blue eyes. But guys, I don't know if you've noticed, but this morning when you see me, I most probably was just my regular colour. Now, look at me, I'm bright red. It's not even, yeah, the sun's cracking its flags, but it's not overly hot, and already I'm getting a bit burnt. Sorry, I shouldn't say burnt because my dermatologist might be watching this and she'll say, James, you should have put some sun cream on. You've got skin cancer, for bloody sake. You should have put some sun cream on. But yeah, I never put any sun cream on because I didn't think it was this nice, but obviously it is. Hopefully it isn't burnt. I'm not burnt and it's just a bit red because of the heat. But we'll see. Hopefully I'll wake up with a normal face tomorrow. So yeah, we're just going to explore the town and see what we can get up to. So guys, we've just been to have a look around the town on our way to the little church, and I don't know if you remember, but a few seconds ago I said to you all how a group of Chinese tourists or Asian tourists started taking pictures and started gathering around my little nephew. Well, literally minutes later, a Korean lady came up to me and started posing for the camera and started chatting to me. I couldn't understand what she was saying, but I tried my best to chat to her too. I think all I managed to say was Korea, 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 because that's what it sounded like she was saying. So each time she said Korea, I said Korea, and basically that's how the conversation went. I need to scrub up a bit on my Asian dialect, my Korean dialect and my Chinese dialect. But I don't know if you can see, but look at this little guy behind me. Isn't he so adorable? I kind of feel sorry for them all here because you can pay to ride them and ride on the back of them on carts around the village, around the town. Part of me wants to do that, and part of me wants to, you know, take in the experience and the culture and have a go on one of these donkey taxis or burro taxis as they call it. But then the other part of me thinks it's a bit it's not very nice to make them do that in this heat. I'm sure, you know, it's not even, it's March and the sun's blazing and I'm hot obviously by my red face. But imagine when these guys are out here in like August when it's like 35, 40 degrees. It's not very fair on them. But they look happy and that's all that matters, I suppose. So yeah, wonder what his name is. Shall I name him? Right guys, we're gonna name this donkey, okay? And next time we're going to come to Marbella or Costa del Sol, we're going to see if he's still here or she's still here. So write your donkey names down in the comments now. What do you think this donkey should be called? Ian? Derek? I think a name like that. Just a normal bloke's name, a manly name. I'm going to call him Derek, but yeah, put your names down in the comments and I'll pick the best one. And then in a few months when we come back, or next year when we come back, we'll see if he's still here, see if we can pick him out from the many donkeys in Mijas. You alright, Derek? You having a nice day in the sun? Aye, aye, oh, I know you are, mate, I know you are. I know, it's terrible, isn't it? All it's been is thunder and lightning every day, yeah, I know. At least we've got a bit of sun today, Derek. He's super cool.